I remember the tremor in her voice, like she knew the ground beneath us was about to crack open. "Ethan," she whispered, avoiding my gaze. "There's something I need to tell you about what I did last month." It was one of those quiet Sunday mornings. Coffee half drunk, sunlight spilling across the counter. Our kitchen usually smelled of cinnamon and detergent. It used to feel like peace. That morning, it felt like waiting for a storm. I smiled, trying to steady her nerves. "You didn't crash the car again, did you?" She didn't laugh. She didn't blink. "No," she said softly. "It's about the fertility clinic." Her words hung heavy and strange. My stomach clenched. Months ago, we'd gone there together, to check if everything was okay, to see if we could have kids someday. The results had felt private, something just between us. Or so I thought. "What about it?" I asked, sharper than I intended. She swallowed hard. "You remember the samples you gave the sperm?" My hand froze on my coffee mug. "Yeah, what about them?" Her lip trembled. "I donated them." I blinked, confused. "Donated? What do you mean?" "They were for us." "I know," she said quickly, stepping closer, tears forming in her eyes. "But my friend Sophie, she and her husband have been trying for years. They can't have kids, Ethan." She was desperate. She was breaking down, and I wanted to help. I stared at her, trying to process the words that made no sense. "So, you gave her my sperm without telling me?" She nodded, barely audible. "Yes." My world tilted. The silence stretched until I could hear the hum of the refrigerator. I set the mug down hard. "You stole it." Her eyes widened. "It wasn't like that," she whispered. "It was exactly like that. I cut in. You took something from me, from us, and gave it away like it didn't matter." She flinched at the word stole. Tears slid down her cheeks. "Ethan, she's my best friend. She was falling apart, and you thought." I snapped, the anger inside twisting into something worse. Disbelief, betrayal, grief. "You thought it was okay to give another woman my child?" Her sobs filled the kitchen, but I couldn't stop. "Do you even understand what you've done? There could be a child out there, my child that I'll never know. You didn't just betray me, Lily. You changed my life without asking." She reached for me, but I stepped back. The kitchen felt too small, too bright. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she whispered. "I just want to do something good. You've always said kindness matters. Kindness." I let out a bitter laugh. "Kindness doesn't mean lying to the person you claim to love." She crumbled, covering her face with trembling hands. "I thought you'd understand." Sophie was desperate. I couldn't watch her suffer anymore. "And you thought betraying me was a solution," I said, my voice cold. Her silence spoke louder than any answer. For days, I avoided her. I slept in the guest room, stared at the ceiling, haunted by a face I'd never seen, a child that might exist somewhere, carrying my DNA, my eyes, my smile, and I hadn't even been given a choice. When I finally faced her again, her voice was quiet. "I told Sophie the truth," she said. "She said she'll understand if you want to meet the baby someday." "The baby?" The word hit me like a blow. "There's already a baby," she whispered. I gave birth 2 weeks ago." My heart stopped. I sank into a chair, hollowed out. "You let me sit here, eat breakfast, go to work, while my child was being born?" She nodded miserably. I was terrified. I didn't know how to tell you. For the first time, I didn't feel anger. I felt gone. Empty. I looked at the woman I thought I'd grow old with, and realized I no longer recognized her. "You didn't just betray me," I said quietly. "You erased my right to choose what kind of father I wanted to be. That's not love, Lily. That's control." She sobbed as I stood, grabbed my keys, and walked out the door. Outside, the sunlight was blinding, cruelly normal. Birds sang, cars passed. Somewhere in the world, a baby cried, maybe mine. And I knew, at that moment, nothing would ever be the same. Some betrayals don't shatter loudly. They break you quietly, piece by piece, until you can't tell where love ends and loss begins.